All right. How are you guys doing? Welcome once again to our special sessions that we are having, our ESP Montage M. This is our sound demo where I'm going through all the sound categories to help you get a couple favorites or a couple tones you can, look into and see if you like and save as your favorite and have something nice to work with. Okay. So ESP, by the way, stands for Expanded Soft Synth Plugin. I'm just tired of saying the long meaning, so I'm just going to start using ESP. Okay. All right. Cool. So let's dive straight into Studio One, or the DAW that I'm using to teach today. Okay. So within the DAW, okay, I'm going to go through my favorites. Again, once you click at the top, just change this to favorite and all your favorites will show up. In this case, I want to show you guys the list of my favorites and then we are going to go from there. Okay. So basically for my favorites, for pianos, we are working on piano today. So everything you guys are seeing is what I've saved as my favorites. Okay. So you can go look through some of it and see which ones you like. All right, this helps you so you don't have to go through the big library. Okay. All right, and this is from Motif XF, the regular Montage, the Montage M version 1 and the Montage M version 2. Okay, they're all from those sounds. Okay. All right, anyways, what I'll do is I'll go through a couple tones for the piano and I'll be out of your way. So the first tone we went through was CFX and pad 2. Okay, so let's do the pad 1, then after that we'll do the pad 2. Okay, so this is the pad 1, CFX and pad 1, CFX and pad, not pad 1, whatever you see there. All right, sounds beautiful. Let's look at the CFX pad 2, similar. All right, I'm not gonna waste time on that. Okay, so that is nice. Let's go for the orchestra ones. Let's do the orchestra 2, but you guys hear how it sounds, orchestra 1. So let's do the orchestra 2. Okay, so CFX and orchestra 2. All right, so that is that. Let's look at a couple more. Let's look at the CFX concert. All right, not too bad. Okay, let's look at a couple more. All right, CFX, FM, EP, and EP2, similar sounds. All right, trying to keep it short, so I'm gonna get going. Let's look at the CFX pad, okay? Similar to the CFX pad. That's very beautiful and rich. That's very nice and rich. So this is kind of like the CFX and pad with like a sub added for like some fatness or whatever. So let's hear how that sounds. I'm going to try and play some low notes so it kind of makes sense. Something like that. You can use it for different things. All right, whenever, you know, you guys are trying to do some breaks here and there or shouting and stuff like that, you can kind of use it to fill the space. I mean, this is not, you know, one that I truly like, but let's check it. Okay, let's try the C7, then we'll try the C7 grand. C7. It's fine, it's too light for me, but of course you can add other stuff to make it nice or add the right treatment. So this is the C7 grand. Not too bad, sounds a little too mono to me. Let's try the Nashville Vintage EQ. All right, not the greatest, but not too bad either. So this is kind of good depending on what style of music you're doing. Felt piano. All right, not too bad. So the felt piano, the composer felt piano is kind of like a mixed version of it. So let's hear it. All right. I really kind of like this upright mode 1 and 2. So let's try the mode 1. right, not too bad. Let's go through a couple more. Let's fly through them quick. Not too bad. Kind of like the upright mode one. So this is the upright atmosphere with another unique sound. Not too bad. All right, full AP, FM, EP, pad and strings. It's just a combination of, piano, EP, pad and strings put together. Try them out. All right, let's try the FM EP. All right, it's not too bad. It's pretty nice, okay? And you guys can be the judge of that. Let's try without the FM and just the EP, the other stuff. As we can tell, it's good. It's fine. It's just, it's just lighter, but it's good. Let's try one with the CFX Grand 1, Grand 2. Nice, right? All right, pretty nice. All right, let's see how this sounds like. So some of these I just have here because I have some ideas for it when I'm mixing tones. So this will not be something that I'll use just like that, but let's see how it sounds by itself. It's gonna be one of those sounds that will be good like when you're trying to add an EP, an AP, and a bell or an FM type sound. That will be a good tone to mix in. And some of the tones, whenever you are dealing with it, okay, what you can do is some of them have arpeggios. So what you do is the arp master, you take it off. So you guys hear when I do this? You guys hear that little? You guys hear it? So now when I take the arpeggiator off, oh, I already have it off. Yeah, see if it's on, you're gonna hear those. So you wanna have it off for some tones, okay? So just keep that in mind. If you ever have a tone where the arpeggiator is enabled, just take it off, okay? I just wanted to make that point, all right? Okay, so let's get back to it. All right, cool. So it's not too bad. All right, CP80 chorus. That sounds very nice. All right, and then the CP80 and the pad, similar. All right, you guys see that's kind of like a lighter version. Praise and worship, that's probably one that most people like to use. So let's hear how it sounds. All right, cool. Let's try a couple more. Oh, very nice. So it's a grand piano with, anyways, grand piano and ANX and send pad, whatever it says, read it. All right. Nice. Ballad piano, 3 engines. All right. This is like a V6 versus a V4. That's like a V6. And remember, every tone that you pick, if there are multiple pads, you can go in and just basically clean out whatever's that extra noise and all that. You can take those effects out, reduce it, whatever you got to do. Okay, so you got to make some adjustments to get what you want. Let's not worry about that. It's a lot. So that is pretty nice, kind of like an EP kind of. I like that because depending on the kind of music you are doing, it can really help, okay? You guys see it's the same thing that I'm doing, but I'm attacking it more, right? So just like it's saying, tacky. What's up with my focus here? My focus is struggling. Okay, let me see. Good. I'm glad I have my my phone here monitoring. Good. All right, perfect. That's so weird. I mean, why did it get out of focus? All right, so you guys see, just like the name says, tacky. That's exactly what it does. Nice. Ballad key, you know, very nice to use with your strings and pads. Very nice. Similar, nice. Piano back and piano strings. are all nice, but let's try. And then piano, oud, choir are all similar. So I'm going to play through all three of them very fast. So we're going to start with piano back. Okay, so that's piano back. So basically piano and backend, or that string sound that has back something, whatever it is. Oh yeah, I mean, I think it's in here, right? Anyways, whatever it is. All right, not too bad. Let's go for the piano strings. Piano and strings. Kind of like piano and worship, on praise and worship, similar. All right, not too bad. And then the piano oud choir. All right, not too bad. This concert grand piano is nice. You can use it with some pretty nice pads and stuff. It will sound very dope. All right, that sounds very nice, full, fat, rich. I like this honky tonk. I have it in here because depending on certain mixes, I can add it to it, okay? I just like the distortion and the distinction of the tone. Not that I'll use it by itself, okay? It's good. Let me do something quick with this same progression. All right, it will just be mixed with other stuff. So it's just there so I don't lose track. Natural grand, pretty natural. All right, pretty natural. That's pretty good too, pretty natural. Let's try the Lakeside. Lakeside has a pretty nice tone. So you guys remember I was talking to you guys about our arpeggiator? Let me finish playing and I'll tell you guys. So, with a tone, okay, it doesn't have one. I think I probably just disabled it, so most of it is not gonna have it. But, you know, some tones will have it enabled. Just go ahead and disable it. You see stuff like that? Yeah, right there, you see? So you can hear it, so then you take it off. And you don't hear it as much as you're hearing. With it, without it. All right, and it sounds a bit peaceful. All right, so American Beauty, let's hear that. All right. Okay, same thing, same thing. You see it has it, you just take it off. Right now it has it, take it off, and that goes away, right? Cool, so that's what we're talking about. That is so beautiful, that's so beautiful. Okay. And some of these I have in here because if you're ever playing by yourself and you're a one-man band, it can help you. Something like the shuffle ballad. Hear how it sounds. So you guys see how that works? I have a couple of them that I picked. So same thing. So if you're ever doing a night service or a service that you don't have all the pieces, that's a good way to go. All right, so this here is just, you know, ballad, piano, and bass. Okay, it can work. You just got to play with it, mess with it. So you guys see harp, piano, concerto, okay? And what is it on? So when you hear it, you're going to be like, whoa, this will not work, right? But then, remember what I said. You go to your harp master, and you guys cannot see it now because I'm not showing it. But if I was to do this, you guys should be able to see it now. Okay, if I was to go to my harp master right there, it's on. And right now, while it's on, it sounds like that. Now I can turn it off, and it sounds like this. You guys see that? So all that extras goes away. So this is why I said, you know, just keep in mind of those things. So now that I have it off, let's see how it sounds now, right? All right, and then you can say to yourself, oh, the strings is too much, blah, 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 and then you can make the necessary tweaks as you need. And just look at that. If you didn't take off the arpeggiator, you're going to give up on a 9th tone. And look how good it sounds. I think we are done. Let's do these last two and I'll be out of your way. So slow blues, let's hear it. I'm going to change it up a little bit. All right, just a small little change. And then finally, we have Tear It Up. Let's see how Tear It Up sounds like. We're gonna get funky. All right, so that is gonna do it for this part of our testing for the piano. All right, I'm gonna end it here and we are gonna pick up with the E piece, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, this is the ESP for Montage M. This is the sound demo and we are going through all these by categories. Then after that, we are gonna mix together all our favorites with a couple combinations so we see the power of taking time to do this. When you take time to save your favorites, it is so much smoother and you can come up with a lot of combos and layering and whatever you want to, you name it, all right? It's endless. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stein with L4C Multimedia. I hope you found this video valuable. If you did, please consider subscribing. You know, let me know which tone was your favorite piano that you heard, which ones were your favorite. Let me know in the comment section. But outside of that, I'll see you in the next video. And thanks for supporting. And please subscribe. Thank you and have a good one.
Thanks for watching.